Let's talk about something that might change how you see God and how you see yourself as a man. You've heard about Jesus dying on the cross. You've heard about him walking out of the tomb. But do you know what he did next? He made breakfast. Yeah, the Son of God, the risen King, the one who defeated death and conquered the grave, started a fire, grilled some fish, and baked bread on the beach for a few tired fishermen. John 21 verse 9 tells us, when they landed, they saw a fire of burning coals. There were fish on it and some bread. Now, let that sink in. He's fresh out of the tomb, holding all authority in heaven and on earth. And his first big move is hospitality. No trumpet, no throne, just coals, fish, bread, and love. Now, this isn't just a sweet gesture. It's a message, a holy blueprint. It's God's way of saying, this is what power really looks like. Now, let's go deeper. Peter had denied him. Thomas had doubted him. The others had scattered in fear. Now, they're back at the Sea of Galilee, probably wondering if Jesus still wants anything to do with them. They've fished all night and caught nothing. They're empty, frustrated, ashamed. And what does Jesus do? He prepares a meal. He doesn't meet them with a lecture. He doesn't make them grovel. He doesn't list their failures. He feeds them. He makes provision, not punishment, the first word after resurrection, because that's the kind of God he is. And for us as men, that's the kind of man he's calling us to be. You know, in a world that tells men to be dominant, detached, in control, Jesus shows us something different. Jesus serves. He doesn't shout his worth, he shows it in the way he cares. And that fire on the beach, that's more than a campfire. That's an altar of masculinity. That's where Jesus redefined what it means to be strong. Real men build fires that warm others. Real men don't need attention to take action. And real men notice needs before they're spoken. You want to be the spiritual head of your house? Start by lighting fires, not throwing them. Your wife doesn't need a king on a throne. She needs a man who will meet her on the shore of her exhaustion and say, I've got breakfast waiting. Your kids don't need a general barking orders. They need a father who kneels down, listens, and says, You're not alone. Let's eat and talk. They need warmth, not intimidation. Presence, not perfection. You see, Jesus didn't make fish because he had something to prove. He made fish because he loved. So, what about you? Do you wait for your wife to beg for help, or are you already in the kitchen? Do your children flinch when you enter the room, or do they run toward you? Do you build safety, or do you build silence? Let's stop making this symbolic and make it tangible. Here's what it looks like to live out the fire of John 21. Start the coffee early and let her sleep in. Pack your kids' lunch and slip in a note telling them that you love them. Do the dishes without announcing it. Turn off your phone and look your wife in the eyes when she speaks. Speak words that heal, not just instruct. Create moments that your family will never forget, not because they're flashy, but because they were full of love. Men, you want to lead? Be the first to serve. Jesus didn't stop being God when he picked up the bread. He proved he was God by doing it. You can conquer the world and still lose your family. You can be praised by strangers and still unknown at your own dinner table. God didn't call you to impress the world. He called you to serve the ones in your boat. And you better believe those disciples never forgot that morning. Not because of the fish, but because the hands that still bore the scars of cavalry were flipping breakfast for them. What will your children remember about you? The fire Jesus made didn't just feed their stomachs, it restored their hearts. He gave them a warm place to land. He made space for broken men to feel loved again. That's the model. So, light the fire, flip the fish, toast the bread, serve your people, love like Jesus, and lead like the one who laid down his crown to pick up a plate. That's real masculinity. And if the King of the universe could stoop to serve, so can you. God bless you, men.